Well, good afternoon. Welcome to Friday. Is everybody enjoying the weather so far?
Thank you for that.
Yeah, listen, we just jumped into spring, and I'm excited that we're making the transition from the winters of January and February here in Michigan. So I'm ever so grateful for what's happening outside, and I'm more excited about what's happening inside here at Innovation Central. My name is Dr. Jason McGee. I am the principal here at this fine institution, and I'm so glad to serve here as the leader of this school and where we are going. Welcome. This is the SME Prime Education Foundation Innovation Central collaboration. Listen, I love the idea of collaboration because in education, we cannot do this thing on our own. A single school can't do it on their own. We need the support of the teachers, the support staff, students. We need the support of parents and families, and we definitely need the support of our communities. And when those three come together, we put things in place for us to go from point A to point Z. And this is a great example of that, and you'll see that today. We're going to jump right in and get started. And before I do that, I want to recognize a few people before we pop things off this afternoon. From the Grand Rapids Public Schools, we have Matthew Beersford here, our executive director. Rhonda Cribbs from the business office. Javier Savente from communications, right? And then we have a lot of representatives from other spaces. So if you are from a college or university, let me know if you're here. Grand Valley's in the house. Hey, there's Grand Valley's represented. Anybody else from a college or university? All right, anybody from the state of Michigan? When I say the state of Michigan, the department, the State Department. Oh, welcome. I didn't see you walk in.
I'm new. So it's okay. And then we have Leon Hendricks, our executive director.
Thank you, Leon Hendricks. I didn't see you back there. Thank you for sneaking in and being here with us this afternoon. So as we get ready to get this thing rolling, you are in for a treat. You've already had a chance to peek at a couple of things here, but I'm going to hand this over to Art Mazzano. He's going to let you all know what this is like, what this is about, and where we're going here at Innovation Central and SME Prime. So please welcome to the podium, Art Mazzano.
Well, I don't want to steal anyone's tagline, Mike, but I'm supposed to say prepare to have your mind blown, right, Mike? So that's what we're going to do here. My name is Art Mazzano, and I am Educational Programs Manager of the Education Foundation. The SME Foundation is thrilled to be here today, and we're going to dedicate this launch to the SME Prime situation here with Innovation Central High School. This is a very special place. It's the oldest continuous active high school in the state of Michigan. And we're here to help the Department of Education, all right, put some money into this school and fund this school at a way in which it'll be a state-of-the-art program when everyone leaves. So thank you. So I don't believe she is here, so we will skip that, but we'd like to represent our Michigan State Senator, Dr. Mark Huizenga. So you can, we'll come get you. We'll come get you. Thanks. We'll come get you the next time. All right. And so he's one of your all right representatives in the area. For some reason the mic's not. There we go. And so it's my pleasure to introduce Dr. Shelley Woolley, the Educational Programs National Director for the SME Education Foundation. Dr. Woolley joined SME some 4 years ago as a retired dean from Small University. She joined by a fellow Ron Scasari. They were tasked to shift the Prime program into innovation and holistic manufacturing and engineering focused educational program. So that was a little bit of a run-on, but we got through it. that we are here to celebrate today Innovation Central. So let me welcome Dr. Shelley Woolley, and we will move along. Thank you, Dr. Woolley.
Good morning. Can you hear me? Or is that close enough? I don't want to touch it. I don't want to touch it. I don't have a good teacher voice.
Your outdoor voice.
My outdoor voice. Thank you. Good, good. So good morning. I am the National Director of Education Programs for the SME Education Foundation, and we are just thrilled to be here today and to be joined by Senator Huizenga. I'm going to give you the podium in just a second, if you'll let me. And should be. This is very exciting what we're doing here. So we're here to launch the SME Prime program with Innovation Central High School. But before we get started, I'd like to talk a little bit about the program. So if you're not familiar with our organization, SME, we were formerly known as the Society of Manufacturing Engineers. And the SME Education Foundation, obviously, we're the education foundation associated with the Society of Manufacturing Engineers. And we're tasked to help our educational partners strengthen manufacturing and engineering-based educational opportunities in high schools. We're a 90-year-old nonprofit organization based in Southfield. We serve the North American manufacturing industry through the promotion of manufacturing technology and the development of the skilled workforce. The Education Foundation exists to inspire, prepare, and support the next generation of manufacturing and engineering talent. And that is our tagline: inspire, prepare, and support. We execute on that mission through the delivery of 3 distinct programs, all of which engage students, primarily high school students, to expose them to the modern manufacturing industry and to train them on manufacturing concepts and technologies. Prime, what we're going to be talking about today, is our signature program. Prime is an acronym, and it stands for Partnership Response in Manufacturing Education, the key word being partnership. Dr. McGee alluded to this already. Through Prime, we partner private industry, manufacturers, with academia, high schools, to build custom manufacturing and engineering programs inside of high schools, and we do this across the country. Prime is currently in 81 schools across 22 states, and every one of these programs is tailored to meet the local manufacturing community needs. Now I'm going to throw a little hint out there. Yesterday, there was a public school board meeting in the state of Georgia, and they approved 12 of their schools to get Prime programs. So we're going to be jumping very soon from 81 to 93, and we're pretty excited. And we're going to be moving from 22 states to 23 states. But anyway, the idea here is that students graduating from the program have skill sets and industry certifications that employers value, that provide relevancy for the students for their education. Prime provides every school with equipment, curriculum, and professional development for the teachers. We provide funding for extracurricular activities, and we provide opportunities for student scholarships. Last year, we gave away over $1 million in scholarships. Most importantly, Prime is funded by the Education Foundation with dollars that we raise from either industry or from governmental partners. In this case, the state of Michigan. Here in Michigan, the Education Foundation received a $6 million appropriation from the Michigan legislature to introduce Prime to 16 schools across the state. We already had 17 schools in the state, so when we added the 16, all of a sudden we're up to 33. It is because of this appropriation that we're here today. Innovation High School was one of several dozen schools that applied for a Prime program, and ultimately one of 16, only 16, that was selected to be part of the appropriation. Now, you're going to hear from several key stakeholders in just a moment, but I'd like to take just a minute to recognize a few individuals without whom this program would never have happened. First and foremost, I must recognize the Michigan Manufacturers Association. MMA is our prime partner, pun intended, here in Michigan and has been for many years. MMA was instrumental not only in helping to secure the appropriation, but in soliciting their members to engage with us to inform all 16 programs. In total, 150 MMA members responded to our workforce needs assessment and helped to guide the curriculum plans for every single one of the 16 schools. Again, providing that community-based relevancy that is critical and really inherent in what Prime is and what we do. I also need to recognize the Michigan Department of Education. In addition to serving as the fiduciary for the state funding, the Department of Education, and specifically State CTE Director Brian Piles and his team, helped communicate the Prime opportunity to every single district in the state. And as I mentioned, just under 40 schools applied in that original application opportunity for the Prime program, and of course 16 were selected. And finally here, the leadership team at the Innovation Central High School. You can secure funding. You can secure industry partners. And you can even deliver brand new equipment and the curriculum to teach on that equipment. But all is for naught if the school doesn't buy into the project. The most successful Prime programs that we have around the country are in schools that have an engaged and inspired leadership team. Champions within the school and the district advocating for CTE education and facilitating in-classroom instruction. And in Dr. McGee and his teachers, Elizabeth and Mike, who you'll see in a little while, they have exactly that team. It is remarkable. I was here 2 years ago when they were evaluating their application, when we were evaluating their application. And the growth in the program from the period when I stepped in and what you're going to see today is just remarkable. And it's led by that vision of the teachers. It is not enough to simply give them curriculum and equipment. You have to have that teacher engagement in the program, and you have it here at Innovation Central. So congratulations, Dr. McKee. Having said that, I would be remiss if I didn't also recognize my colleague, Art Mazzano, on our foundation team for all the work that he's done over the past 9 months to build out the program and to help and plan and facilitate this morning's activities. So please join me again in congratulating Innovation Central High School. We are thrilled to have a Prime program in Grand Rapids, and we're very excited to see the student outcomes that it produces in the months and the years ahead. So you can do it again. It said applause. It's also my pleasure to introduce Senator Mark Huizenga. Senator Huizenga is currently in his second term in the Michigan Senate, serving Grand Rapids and the surrounding area. Before being elected to the Senate, he served 2 terms in the Michigan House of Representatives. And in the Senate, one of his major committee assignments is the Appropriations Subcommittee on Labor and Economic Opportunities, which is fitting for us here today because Prime is nothing if it is not a labor and workforce development program, creating economic opportunities for the students that it serves. So, one final note. The senator must be an outdoorsman, because if you go to his website, there is a picture of him holding a beautiful walleye that would make any angler jealous, and I'm curious as to where you got that. Was it in the UP by any chance? Muskegon River, okay, that's great. I came in from the UP, spent many, many years in the UP where we're pretty proud of some of our aquatic inhabitants. So please welcome me in introducing State Senator Mark Huizenga and asking you to come to the podium. Thank you.
Well, thank you so much. And it is a privilege to be here today. It's March, and March is reading month. Consequently, we spend a lot of time as legislators visiting classrooms all across the district and seeing students from first grade this morning through fourth grade and beyond. And when I visit those classrooms, I tell them that one of my favorite things is just that, visiting students and seeing them at work. And why is it exciting? Because they're the next generation. They're the next generation that will be a legislator, a principal, a teacher, you name it. And today, when we talk about innovation and manufacturing, we see that as a tool as well. And we know that when we see inspirational programs like this that can pique the interest of students and help them form ideas of something that they may not have even thought of. Earlier today, I had a chance to watch the robotic equipment picking up a simple block, which doesn't sound too simple, programming this device to pick it up from a certain spot, put it on a conveyor, and have the conveyor move. Now, I asked the student, I said, how long have you been working on this? And he said, well, I did it in about 5 minutes. I'm here to tell you, it probably would take me 5 days. I have no idea how this stuff works. But to see that tools like this exist to inspire the next generation is truly what it's all about. And the state of Michigan is committed to ensuring that we have workforce that is in place to help our manufacturing. One thing you didn't know about me is that when I was in college, I was a truck driver. So I drove an 18-wheeler all across the state of Michigan and had a chance to visit stamping plants, die casting plants, and you name it. We make amazing things in the state of Michigan. But you know what? When I talk to manufacturers, I talk to everybody, the one thing that they say is talent. How do we get talent to come in here? And when programs like this start at the high school level, that helps build the pipeline of the talent that's going to be needed to run our next generation of manufacturing. And even across Walker and Grand Rapids, we have incredible manufacturing from aerospace to generators and transformers and all kinds of things that really make our whole world work well. Michigan is a place of innovation, and Grand Rapids is very fortunate to have this new innovation center. So I'm very proud of this, and I thank you all for the work you're doing here. Congratulations to GRPS on this really incredible program. I look forward to seeing it as it gets implemented, and am very proud to be here and represent this district. So thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Senator, for those thoughtful words, and we really appreciate your support at Lansing for the efforts that we make here and across all boards. Doesn't matter, right, left, red, blue. We really appreciate what you guys do up there to support the people. Next is Bill Ray. Bill, Shelley stole some of my thunder. Right? I've worked with Bill on a couple of these before. Bill's a fantastic guy, so I'm going to steal some of his thunder. And what he's going to do is he's going to tell you about how he wants to be supportive of Innovation Central. He wants you to call and ask him, and how can he help you create better manufacturing opportunities for him. So without further ado, Bill Rail, stealing your thunder.
That's all right. Steal away.
So, my name is Bill Rail. I am the Executive Director of Workforce Solutions for the Michigan Manufacturers Association. The MMA has been around a little over 120 years now. Thankfully, I'm not that old. But MMA has been at the forefront of helping manufacturers succeed and grow across the entire state. For many years, decade plus now, the primary, I'm trying to stay away from the word primary push that those members have been bringing to the MMA is around talent, the need for people with the skills to do the jobs. So when that clamor just kept growing and growing, the MMA took a step and said, okay, we're primarily involved in lobbying and advocacy at the state level and getting roadblocks out of the way for companies, but we need to do something on this talent front. And so they started to look around for ways that they could make a difference. And that's when the partnership with SME and the SME Education Foundation really took hold. They saw Prime, they saw what was going on across the country and said, we need to connect our members to what's going on with Prime and get more schools, more Prime schools in the state of Michigan. And so they got working with SME and working with the legislature. they got a $6 million appropriation to put an additional 16 schools out there. And I'm here to tell you, we're not done. We're still working with the legislature to get more prime schools in this state. We do not want Georgia to beat us. We do not want any other state to be taking the lead. So stay tuned. There's more to come on that front. But I'm here today, and we're all here today to talk about Innovation Central and the program that's going on here. What I've seen already so far is phenomenal, and Dr. McGee has this 100% correct. This is about collaboration and partnership. That is what makes these programs work. And in that spirit, I'm here to tell you, as Art has said, MMA is not a partner just with SME and the Education Foundation. We're a partner with you at this school. We're here to help you connect to the manufacturing community for whatever you need. If that's having folks come into the classroom to assist, if it's opportunities for tours and job shadowing and work-based learning, whatever it is, jobs at the end of it all, which is the goal for all of us, we're here to help you make those connections and get it done. So I'm here today to commit to you that MMA is a partner for you. We're part of this school. We're here to help. We've got access to just under 2,000 member companies around the state and a whole lot of folks over here on the west side. And we're here to help. We're here to make a difference. This is all, for us, this is about serving our members, and our members need talented people. And you've got talented students coming into this program and will be for many years to come. And we want to connect those talented students with those job opportunities that our members have available. And with that, I'll step back out of the way and say, thank you all for coming out here today. Thank you to Innovation Central for the great work that you're doing, and I look forward to working with you for years to come.
Nope, this is perfect because I do not need you to hear from me, right? I oftentimes spend my time in the blimp and looking down and saying, look what's down the road, look what's across the valley, right? Look what's down the city lines. I spend my time there. But we have teachers that are working directly with the students. So I want to bring up this awesome team who's been doing this for years. And they're going to continue to do the work as we move forward. So Miss Elizabeth Gim, come on up. We want to do this at the same time, have them all three come at the same time? All right, Miss Gim, come on up. Mr. Mike Larson, come on up, and Mr. Mark Dykstra. Give them a round of applause, a big one, because they've been working hard to make this happen. And I want to give the mic over to my team.
Hello. These guys did not expect to have to come up here. And I'll introduce you, and they can probably go sit back down if they want. But really, again, I'm Elizabeth Gim, Mike Larson, Mark Dykstra. In the Academy of STEM, we wouldn't be able to do what we do if we didn't have these guys working together with me and doing it. An excellent team. Mike put together the PowerPoint. Mark is such an enthusiastic person for everything that we do. All I have to do is say, hey guys, can we do this? Or they come to me with ideas. And so a lot of what we do is definitely because these guys have made it happen. A smidge of a history. So we've been around for a really, really long time. We haven't, again. The building has. The goal of engineering and biomedical and advanced skilled training has started with GRAPSEP and came here to Innovation Central, and we just modified the name from engineering to STEM to broaden it out, brought some biomedical in. I have always seen, as we get partners that come to school or we reach out, that manufacturing is a place that our students could step into. There's every skill in manufacturing, and we've trained a lot of engineering students, but there's many students that have so much that they want to do with their hands that they can step into a job that has advancement. And that's what these advanced manufacturing positions do have. They're skilled positions with every room for advancement. SME has brought us so much equipment. We're working our way through it. It is a challenge. It is a challenge. But without enthusiastic instructors and students to take it on, well, we have those to take it on, and that's why we're doing it. I do want to say the reason we have this grant is because we have an advisory board for the Academy of STEM. And we would meet every month and talk about what can we do to further and benefit our students and where they can go. And in one of these advisory board meetings a while ago, Omar Hall, who is sitting in the audience over there, I said I would mention him. He said, what about this Prime grant? And our advisory board went, oh, what about this Prime grant? And then 2 or 3 of them made some calls, put some things in place. I got the grant, I filled it out, and it really was quite a nice thing to do. Easy and well done. Yes, thank you. Well, and if it wasn't so easy to do, it might not have been done so efficiently. So this is, you guys are, I don't have to talk too much more. Mike is putting this PowerPoint through for us. Video's ready. So there's a video we're going to watch. It's about 3 minutes, and then we'll have our kids come say a couple of things. Is the other video in there too?
Yes.
Okay, excellent. So just watch the video, and I can be done talking.
No, you're still gonna be talking.
know. Isn't that a great picture? There's a few more slides, and you can kind of glance at it. We were doing engineering before this grant. We had stuff that we were working with. We worked with Project Lead the Way. What we've done with the equipment from the grant is we've fitted into what we have, and we're building new classes to take real advantage of the other more elaborate equipment that we have. So we've done a lot, but we have so much more that we can do. This is the newer equipment that we're getting from Prime, some very high quality and state-of-the-art stuff, things that our kids will learn and step into the real world. What I was just kind of talking about, things that we are doing, we blend and we're putting in where we have space. We're taking things that are either redundant or no longer current and adding this new things into our curriculum. Anything else?
Doing great.
Doing great, okay. We have some student testimonials right on here.
Yep.
Okay, so we're gonna listen. We filmed a few of our students yesterday about why they like STEM.
In the STEM Academy, I really like doing like hands-on things. That's why I joined dual enrollment at Western.
One thing that I have enjoyed being in the Academy of STEM is being able to collaborate with my classmates and friends and build up on my communicating skills.
And the STEM classes are preparing me for my future because of all the programs that I'm learning to use right now that I'm going to use in the future when I go into electrical manufacturing.
I kind of want to work in like the medical field, so biomedical engineering has really helped me a lot with understanding the human body and how things we engineer can help us as humans.
One thing that I enjoyed from being in this academy is working like in the engineering side, like the gears and making like the gears turn so you can pull certain things away, or like seeing how strong a gear system is.
With learning how Inventor and CAD and coding, and learning how that actually works and learning the steps to doing it yourself, I feel like that's helped me prepare for my future and prepare if I wanted to go into engineering.
The one that I can really take out more is freshman year. We're learning about CAD and all that, is learning how to go ahead and create 3D diagrams, and for example, as our first little project, and then going ahead into a more progressive state. For example, now in senior year that I got to use an Inventor, where I went ahead and made a house, for example, that would be more or less a diagram to be an actual construction.
One of my goals after graduation is going to a college out of state to further learn about electrical and mechanical engineering.
My goal for graduation is to go to college and probably major in biomedical engineering.
I am aiming to reach a degree in a bachelor degree in mechanical engineering, where I am planning to go ahead and find myself in an automotive placement for a final job.
I would plan to study like business, but probably engineering too, because it's just something I've always loved. I'm probably gonna do it like through digital media, just anything, like whether I'm not actually inside of a school. I think engineering will always just be like a part of anybody's life. Like anybody's just always doing something that contracts engineering.
I want to be a computer scientist, making video games. So it really helps. In next year, I'm gonna be in AP Computer Science, so that will help me a lot in my future.
My goal for graduation is to try and get into a school that focuses on electricity.
I'm a proud scholar at Innovation Central High School.
I am a proud scholar at Innovation Central High School.
I'm a proud scholar at Innovation Central High School.
I am a proud scholar at Innovation Central High School.
I am a proud scholar at Innovation Central.
STEM rocks.
So you got a chance to hear from a wider variety of our students. We're going to have 2 students come up and tell them personally just what their STEM has been for them. Andre and OCL, you guys want to come up here? So we have a junior and a senior. They've been in the STEM program all of their years. Do you guys have a preference of who's going to go first? OCL, you go first. This is OCL Romero.
Hi. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm glad that you guys made it out here today. But I'm here to talk to you about our STEM Academy. Our STEM Academy, I think, is one of the best academies in this high school. Specifically because the amount of value and skills that they teach you can really help you excel in your future. Whether that be through going to a higher education, for example, like a university or a college, or just applying at a job. I think it'll look better on your resume as a skill. But some of the things that they teach us are the Inventor programs, the Revit, the Tinkercad, how to go through the whole engineering design process. I think it is all worth being in this academy. Again, thank you for coming out. I hope you enjoyed the rest of your day here and get to check out the cool things we have made throughout this year. Thank you.
Hello guys, my name is Andre. I'm in 11th grade in Innovation Central and, okay, can y'all hear me now?
Yep.
Okay, let me lift this up a little bit because it's a little, okay, all right. So, welcome to Innovation Central. Hi, my name is Andre. I'm in 11th grade and I've been in STEM ever since 9th grade. The reason why I've chose STEM is because it's very diverse. You know, as something personal for me is, in the future, I don't want to, be in anything with like STEM engineering, but it's someone like, I want to be a musician. I want to be an artist. I want to produce music. I want to make music. But within STEM, there's a lot of things that it can help you with, because everything that you do, kind of like what he said, everything that you do, it always has STEM into it, If you try to, let's say, become a constructor, archaeologist, they got to do all that stuff. Or is that the right word I'm thinking? I don't know. Anyways, but yeah. So I really enjoy STEM. STEM has taught me a lot when I was with Mr. Larson and when I was in with Ms. Gim. It taught me a lot about, let's base off. Mr. Larson, he taught me how to use what is it called? The computer websites and, the subjects and projects that I need to do. Taught me how to do that. Ms. Gim, she has brought me a whole bunch of outgoing things and brought me to different trips to see how the world is on the outside, and has gave me another chance to speak in front of people to boost my confidence a little bit. So I thank her for that too, and I'm just glad you guys are out here and STEM rocks.
So I'm not going to stay up here any farther, but I do encourage you to take some time after we're all done and look around at all of the things. Right next door is my room. There's a few things there. It's more biomedical, but I have the 3D printers up. Everything else is upstairs on the 3rd floor. We can take you up on the elevator, or there is stairs if you're feeling like it. We have all the rest of our STEM stuff out in our engineering lab. So we'd love for you to spend some time. I have students up there who will show you around and talk to you about it, plus the students here. Feel free to chat with them. That is all for the teaching team, and I turn it back over to Art. Thank you.
What's that now?
What questions do you want me?
Give me 1 second. Questions? Oh, okay, got it. Mark, Mike. No, I know Mike, but we also have Mark.
Right.
Mark, Mike, Elizabeth, y'all have done just a great job. Just a great job. Much to be proud of here. Omar Hall, thank you very much for finding this grant. We probably even talked. I was talking to people all over the state when it first came out. So thank you very much, and thank you for pushing this home. And then before we step out and look at all this great work that's being done, I want to tell a little secret on somebody that we've been talking to quite a bit over the last 2 years. We have an Innovation Central alumnus in the room, and Mr. Javier Cervantes. What do you think? Did they do good, Javier?
Oh my goodness, yes. Yes. Very, very proud to see the work that our amazing staff and scholars are doing here at Innovation Central. It feels so amazing to be in this space, and now that it's being renovated.
Yeah.
I graduated back in '09, home of the Rams. Back in the day it was Central High School. I still call it Central. I don't say Innovation Central. I'm a little rebel that way, but happy to be in this space, and congratulations to everyone that took a part of this. I'm super proud, super honored, and thank you to our amazing staff, our amazing principal here, Dr. McGee, and I cannot wait to see what happens in the coming years.
Absolutely. And with that said, we can dismiss ourselves to see all of the great facilities. Our team is around to answer questions. You've met the staff. They're available to answer questions. Ask questions of the students. They're the experts. But thank you for being with us here today as we launch this brand new Prime program here in the state of Michigan.